Here's how to increase your profits by over 10% on every single sports bet that you make. Welcome, my name is Trevor. I've been betting on sports for about 5 years now, and this is by far the #1 strategy and process that I would recommend to every single sports bettor, whether you're new or you've been doing this all your life. Line shopping is the #1 thing that you need to be doing that will increase your profits by at least 10%. So before we get into the video, make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, and turn on post notifications. Let's do it. So before I get into specific examples of how to line shop, the best way to do it, the most profitable way to do it, let's talk about exactly what this process is, because it is quite simple, and honestly, you might know exactly what it is already by the name. It's basically finding the most profitable or the best lines or odds out there available to you and placing your bet on that sports book, right? Because as we know, the most important thing when you're betting on sports, besides obviously picking winners, is getting the most value out of the odds that you're given. Because if you place a $100 bet on something, you want to make sure that you're being paid out the most possible. Because if you can increase the amount that you're being paid out, obviously your profit is going to increase at that rate or even more. And over time, compounding that profit can be something pretty special. So let's get into a specific example of what I'm exactly talking about. Okay, so let's say that you like Fernando Tatis to go over his 1.5 hits in this game, right? Because, whatever the reasoning may be, he's good on the road, he's good against right-handed pitchers. It doesn't matter. You like this bet for some reason, okay? And so you're going to bet it on, let's say you're going to bet it on Bet Online, or let's say Barstool Sportsbook. You have Barstool Sportsbook. You're looking at it, plus 140 is what you can get on Barstool Sportsbook. However, you can get this line at plus 170. So you're getting 30 extra cents per dollar on FanDuel. And so this is why line shopping can be so important, is because this extra 30 cents per dollar, if you make this decision to line shop every single time and you're increasing your payouts by 20, 30, 40 cents on the dollar, that means that over your, let's say, 100 bets in a week, you're going to be making that extra 10, 15, 20% on your winning bets, which will increase your profitability by 5, 10, 15%, right? It's so important to line shop. Now, the one thing about line shopping is it's super easy in theory, but there are a few things to consider. The #1 thing is obviously you need to have access to a large number of sports books, because you need to, shop around, find the best lines on all the sports books that you have access to. But obviously, if you only have accounts on 2 sports books, you can't do much shopping. So first tip is to make sure that you have accounts and deposits on a bunch of different sports books in your area so you can do this. The second thing is it can be kind of difficult and time consuming to shop around and find these lines just looking on each platform, like actually manually doing it. That's why I always recommend to use OddsJam, right? To use this platform that I'm looking at right now that shows you exactly, okay, here's the bet, here's the lines that are offered to it, and what's the best one? Well, it's this one here, plus 170 on FanDuel. And then you go over to FanDuel and you place the bet. It makes it super quick and easy, and they even have a section up here where you can search, whatever the sport is. You search MLB, you go to the Padres game here, and then you're able to filter based on what the stat is, right? So whatever market you want to bet on. So if you go to main markets, you can change this to player hits, right? And then it will load in for you all of the lines across all the sports books in your area, and their, all of the different players, their hit totals, and the odds offered on them, right? So that's why OddsJam can be such a profitable piece of the pie for your betting process, because it adds 10 or 15% extra in profitability when you're selecting your bets just off of this strategy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions about this. Happy to answer them, and we'll see you guys next time.